Mango Bay, Mango Bay.
Mango Bay.
Mango Bay, Mango Bay, Mango Bay, Mango Bay, your Mango Bay.
Salam.
Pranav.
What's up? This is Mango Bay. Welcome.
It's the first episode.
How you feeling?
Excited, dude. Excited.
It's very exciting. It's
I'm
been in
really
the works
pumped.
for a while.
We are the Mango Bays.
That's right. My name's
We-
Pranav Bihari.
I'm Usama Siddiqui, a.k.a. Usama bin Laughin.
Oh, shit.
Follow a bitch.
I guess a.k.a. Pranahaha.
How
Follow another bitch.
Total bitch. Pranav, P-R-A.
N-A-H-A-H-A.
Underscore.
There's no underscore. Stop fucking sabotaging me. Right?
Underscore ha. Underscore ha. Check it out.
Tee-hee-hee.
T-hee-hee.
Yeah.
It's a sister account.
Yeah. And if you have wingdings, then / asterisk.
For all you
2, 3, 4.
Netscape fans out there, it's 8801-115.
That's right.
Excited. This is our first episode. What's this podcast about?
It's a good question. This is a podcast for diaspora Indians.
Desi Spora.
Desis.
Desi
Desi Sporta.
Sporta.
That's right. South
So,
Asians.
If you're Pakistani, Bengali, Indian,
Sri Lankan.
Sri Lankan,
Well,
Nepali?
even Nepali, for
do we
sure.
want Nepalis here on this?
100%.
Do we accept them?
Tibetans, come on in.
I don't know. Listen.
Hey.
Okay, Tibetans are fine. Tibetans are fine.
If you're from North Sentinelese Islands, you're tuning in.
Huge fan. Huge
Okay.
fan.
Andamans.
If you're from Croatia, get the fuck out.
Yeah.
Get the fuck
Seriously,
out. No
we're done with you guys.
No Croatians allowed video cast in existence.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
true. That's
So
the
far.
only, sorry. We don't want to wear that hat, but I guess we have to now. We have to.
Very chill. Well, this podcast, I'm excited about it because a lot of topics in Desi culture that are kind of like only first gen, second gen immigrants deal with.
Yeah.
And never really gotten talked about. I guess there are some Indian stuff out there, but this is pretty unfiltered. It's pretty raw.
Yeah.
We might smoke on this podcast.
Yeah.
We don't fucking know.
Yeah,
We might say fuck.
We might fucking jewel.
We
on
might
this.
fucking jewel. We might fucking fuck.
Listen,
We might
auntie,
fuck.
we don't give a fuck. All right,
Listen,
we're jeweling.
auntie, all right?
We're jeweling up in
Don't
here.
use your sad life to
Yeah.
project onto my jewel fucking extravaganza.
Yeah, just because the patriarchy wouldn't let you jewel.
Yeah.
Well, that's fucked up. But this is for you guys. This is for South Asians. Period.
Yeah.
You know, we hope to find some people in South Asia, all over the world. Where this is a podcast for everybody, but we're relaying to you our unique experience
Right.
as South Asian kids who grew up in America.
Right.
And what it's like to
I'm a young kid. I'm 27. Pranav is 39,000.
39,000 years old.
He is an old man.
I'm
He
timeless.
He came in during the Magna Carta, I think, is when
Yeah,
he,
no,
he
I'm what's
grew up
called
as-
a Chiranjeevi. It's an immortal.
grew up as an Indian boy in Jamestown.
No, I'm 25. 25.
But yeah, so I also want white people to also watch the show as well. I want white people to also enjoy this. Again, this is a lot of Desi stuff, a lot of diaspora stuff. But if a white guy ever wanted to know what was up, you know what I'm saying? Like
He's
you just-
dating an Indian
You're
or
dating
something.
an
Dating a
Indian. Say
Bangladeshi.
Your girlfriend's name is Pooja, and you're
Yeah.
like, who is Pooja?
Yeah, what does this mean?
What is she? Like between cloituses. You know what I'm saying?
Cloituses?
Between fucking.
Cloituses?
Between cloituses.
English
Who-
is his third language, by the way.
Cloitai, sorry.
It's first it's Bengali, then it's beatboxing, and then it's English for Usama. Okay.
You unlocked it, dude.
I did.
You unlocked it.
That was my mistake.
You unlocked
I
it.
invited the vampire and the beatboxing vampire.
But yeah, if you were a white guy and you want to know more about this, who we are, you know, why does our food smell so weird? What's going on? You know?
Japanese, Eskimo, anybody really.
Please, no Croatians though. We'll talk
Yeah,
about this.
Just seriously, guys, get the fuck out.
What's going on, dude? But I think the stuff we'll try to talk about is gonna be interesting. It's gonna be fucking some real shit, stuff that hopefully resonates.
Yeah, it definitely will. At least for us.
Yeah,
Have a
my
good
life.
time.
Our life.
So our first episode today is we're going to talk about something which is very important to all South Asians growing up in America.
If you are a South Asian,
yeah,
You already do this.
Yeah, it's lying. We're talking about lying.
Lying.
It's the most important. It is the lubricant for living your entire life up until you are out of the house.
It is the live lube.
Yeah.
Yes, it is.
You have to lie.
Dude, I remember there was a specific time when I told the truth to my parents once when I was growing up. And I remember getting beat so hard that it was like Pavlov's response, like, oh, well, that's never going to happen again.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
I had an older sibling who I just learned through him.
trial by fire.
So I can't, dude, growing up in my house, conservative Hindu parents, arranged marriages, everything. They're living in India in the middle of, I grew up in central Pennsylvania, which is fucked up. And it was like a Cold War spy thriller growing up in my house, you know? Everyone's lying to everyone, and you don't know what the fuck's going on. It would just, you just lie so much, too. It's like, look, you're lying about things like you're lying about school. You're lying about your grades. You're lying about what you're doing socially.
The social is the biggest thing.
Yes.
I remember the amount of school projects that I had. And I mean,
exactly.
You know what I'm saying? You picking up what I'm putting down? The amount of physics labs I had to do on a Friday night.
On New Year's Eve.
On New Year's Eve. It's a big one. This one is worth 80% of my grade.
Yeah. You want me to be a doctor, right, Mom? See, my parents never bought that shit because I was the only bad Indian student ever.
Oh, my God.
I didn't shape up until way later in life.
I didn't know about that. I'm leaving right now.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah.
I'm a diaspora
new
from
caste
this
system.
conversation.
And so my parents were just like, no, you're not fucking. But I would go out. Everything that we did had to do with bowling, right? That would be it because you come home smelling like smoke, smelling like beer. It's like, we were bowling.
And bowling is an acceptable diaspora activity for your parents. Yeah. If you're a kid trying to lie,
wholesome.
It's very wholesome.
He's just rolling a ball around with his friends.
But really, you're fucking your dudes. So you are rolling balls a little bit. That's not relatable. We're not all fucking our dudes when we're going bowling.
we balling, Mom.
Sometimes
balling.
You get a strike, you want to celebrate. That's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah. My biggest lie I remember growing up.
Oh shit.
Was this is the epic lying story. I was super young. I was like maybe like 11 or something.
800 years ago.
And I hated school, and I got a bad report card. I got like a D. I knew I was getting a D in a class, which is like
D for Dhaka.
D for fucking
boom. A D for doom. You got a D for doom.
And I was like, fuck, what am I gonna do?
Yeah.
So I hatched this elaborate plan.
Okay.
Faked sick one day from school when I knew the report card would be arriving in the mail.
Right.
Got the report
What did you
card.
get a D in? What was the subject?
It was like biology.
Oh,
yeah,
one of the brown ones.
Yeah, exactly.
I feel like if you got a D in French, your parents would hit you, but not with the big belts.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But biology, science, and math. If you get a D in science and math,
it's not
you're
a
getting
good
the chupples
scene.
at least. At least chupples. Chupples mean sandals, by the way.
Yeah, those are leather sandals.
Yeah. Made for hitting. They're actually not even made for
Yeah,
wearing.
they're not. You don't even wear them on your feet.
The
You only wear them on your feet if you want to kick somebody.
Actually, in the advertisements in India, they have a mom just beating his
exactly.
kid. And then it's like,
and then at the end of the commercial, that just shows A+ on a report card.
and they show the welts on the kid, and that's how they sell
That's
them.
the original Kumon.
And they have the little traditional brands.
Yeah.
Your kid's running up and down the street 2 minutes after the beating with Tata brand sandals.
Exactly.
Your kid will turn into a good boy.
So I got a D, faked sick, intercepted a report card, held it onto it till the weekend. Woke up at like 5 a.m. on the weekend.
Okay.
I steamed open the envelope. Boiled water. I steamed open. I was like 11 years old. I don't know where the fuck I even got this idea. Yeah. I had some scientific thinking.
Pranav, that's how scared he was of parents.
Yes.
That's how scary that you start your own industrial revolution in your house.
Exactly. All kinds
He did 100 years of human progress in one day because
Exactly.
the fear of getting beat was so intense.
So I steamed it open.
Yeah.
Doctored it to make it look like a bee.
Yeah.
Right.
So what did you do? Just add a line?
Not
to
a
the
line.
D?
I had to make it. I had to. I was like.
Add the little
I was like
bulge?
carving
Add
the
the
D.
little bulge,
I was
right?
like carving the D into a
Right.
B, and I made it a B minus so it'd seem more credible.
Right. Smart kid. Pranav.
So what happened is, I did it, sealed it shut, put it back in the mail the next week.
Right.
Come home from school. Dad's looking at my report card at the dinner table. He's like, okay, well, it's not as bad as it could be.
Yeah.
Given what a piece of shit you are. That's what he's thinking, of course, not what he's saying.
His hand's ready. He's sort of like readying his hand. He's sort of like...
Actually, my mom was the hitter. My mom is the one.
Okay.
Dad was...
That's a different episode, I feel
so
like.
he's sitting there, he's looking at it, and he's looking up at the TV, and he's looking back at the report card, and he's looking back up at the TV. And he's like, he asked my mom, he's like, when did this come in the mail? She's like, oh, it came today.
Oh, God.
He's like, no, it didn't.
Oh, my God.
He says, yeah, it came today. He says, no, it didn't. He turns to the TV. It was like Richard Nixon had died. And so there's no federal services at all going on, like mail. He's like, no, the president died. This didn't come today. He's like, it came in the mailbox today. It's like, that's impossible. And the fucking hammer dropped.
Oh,
It was done. It was done.
What's your dad's name?
Avinash.
Avinash?
Avinash. Means power.
That's power right there. Dude, if your dad's name is Avinash, run.
It was a spy thriller moment where he's like, boom. He's like, it's like Kaiser Soze. We're at the end of Usual Suspects. He's looking at all the clues and piecing it together.
And your dad gets up. You're like, I don't know you could walk.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh my God, Dad, you could walk the entire time?
Yeah, and the hammer just fucking dropped.
Like an actual hammer.
Basically,
Like literally he used to beat you with the hammer.
And
right, in Indian culture, when you said the hammer dropped, it means your dad beat you with
there's
the hammer.
a literal hammer involved, yeah. We don't really use metaphors, okay? Everything you hear, when the shit hits the fan, they put Dookie in a fan and spray it all over you. Okay, this is just how we do things, okay? All of them. Can of worms, that's what you're getting for dinner that night.
Yep.
All the metaphors. And after that, it was just on lockdown. Permanent lockdown.
Lockdown.
Yeah, but lying was just it's like you lie about
Permanent
nothing.
lockdown means they beat you with the safe. That's a lockdown.
With a lock, with a bike lock. But it's a way of life for us growing up.
Yep.
I feel like that's why we ended up partially being like kind of creative people then too, because you're just inventing all these fictional worlds in your head of like bowling and.
I remember one time, dude. I go so deep because eventually one time my mom was like, "You already had a physics project. There cannot be two physics projects in 1 week." I know the physics. I'm like, but you understand, this is physics honors. And like, you make him sound stupid for even questioning your drive. So you're like, Mom, there's a second. It's an extra credit because the last unit, there was a lot of people who didn't do well on the test. So the teacher was like, we want an extra credit now because a lot of people failed. So you start creating fake things, cause and effect for fake events that affect you in the present. I mean, it's web.
It's a
web.
huge web. I mean, the key to lying, of course, to South Asian parents is you have to leverage their ignorance of American culture against them.
Yes.
Case in point, one of my best friends growing up, she got caught with a bag of weed.
Yeah.
And she was a senior in high school, and her mom was like, "What is this?" Just on the spot. She's like, "Mom, it was part of our graduation ceremony. We collect dirt from the field, from the soccer field, to remember all the good times we had." And she bought it. She was
That's
like,
amazing.
"Okay, whatever."
Or she was like a super weed head, and she was like, indica or sativa.
Exactly. That's the thing. If you guys didn't know, Indians did pretty much invent weed. That's the thing. That's,
The point of the podcast is that everything is stolen from us.
Yeah.
And get with it, bro.
Yeah. We're the
Thug
original.
life. Thug is an Indian word. thug is a Sanskrit word from thuggy.
Thuggy. These were people who, they used to just kill British colonialists in the countryside. Scarves. Anyway, we're losing track.
Yeah.
The best thing is though is that there becomes like in South Asian mind meld with other South Asians with lying. One time, me and the same friend, her name's Sujatha, one of my best friends growing up. What up, Sujatha?
I love how your family and friends have not just Indian names, the most Indian.
The most Indian names.
Your dad's name is Avinash.
Yeah.
Your friend's name is Shajata.
My brother's Ashish. Subramanian. It's a last name.
Exactly. That's how Indian you guys are.
Yeah, it's not like Neil Patel or whatever. No, it's like
Josh, Sean.
Yeah.
Lot of moms do like the Indian 2-for-1, where it's like Sean works as an Indian kind of name.
Yeah,
and also,
yeah. We gotta,
Neil is the Indian 2-for-1.
That's another episode for sure. Though we got to get into the names. So me and Sujatha were supposed to do like a community service requirement in our high school, which of course we did not do. We lied about it and said we did it. We did it at the Hari Temple in Harrisburg, Pennsylvania, where we grew up. and just said, yeah, we did community service at the temple, and she forged a note. She was an expert forger.
Yeah.
That was her thing.
Every brown kid has calligraphy.
Yeah.
Calligraphy.
Well, it's like we all had
unlocked.
our skills. It was like an Ocean's 11 type thing. It was like she's the calligrapher. I'm the guy who can steam shit open or whatever, or thinks on his feet.
It's the Avengers, but for avoiding
Yeah,
whippings.
her brother was into Krav Maga or whatever the fuck, He was the muscle,
He was the muscle to beat up the mom. If they go out.
So we bullshit this thing of like forged a note saying, yeah, we did this community service. The woman in charge did not believe it.
Oh shit!
Not believe it
She's
at
seen
all.
this a couple times. She's been through a couple Browns.
So she calls us down to her office and she's like, yeah, I'm just not sure about this community service thing. She's like, can you what's the name of the person who was the supervisor?
Yeah.
She was like, yeah, it was Shale Mangi, which is a woman that we knew. This is a South Asian that we knew, and we're like, okay, well, what's her number? And so we give her Shale Mangi's number, and now we don't know what the fuck to do. Shale doesn't know that we're doing this.
Right.
Right. So she's like, Shale's not home. She's like, oh, well, Shale works at a bookstore, so well, you call her tomorrow, thinking we can buy the time. She's like, no, what bookstore? Opens up the phone book. We're like, okay, Barnes and Noble.
This is getting real. Right.
Getting real as fuck. We're like, Sujata is under the table, gripping my arm. Nails are digging in like we're gonna die. And she finds the number. She calls the bookstore.
Yeah,
She says, hi, can I speak to Shale Mangi? And she says, hi, Shale. This is Pam Sanders or whatever the fuck her name was.
Her name's definitely Pam Sanders.
And says, I'm calling from the Harrisburg Academy, and I want to confirm that Sujata Goyal and Pranav Bihari did community service at the Hari Temple on these dates. She's listening on the phone. She's listening. She's like, okay, well, thank you very much. Hangs up the phone. Shale knew. She just knew instinctively that these motherfuckers are lying, and she needs to have our back.
Yeah.
We didn't have to tell. She didn't. She
Did
had no
you meet
idea.
Shale afterwards?
No,
Ever.
But of course,
Yeah.
we knew Shale.
Yeah.
She was a few years older than
Yeah,
us.
but chill Indian.
I wouldn't call her chill, but she was discontent enough, though she knew what was up, and she just immediately
You need some backup a lot of times. I remember the one time. First of all, thank God. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I mean, that was like a
Because
big.
dude, Indians will use Indian terms to support and buttress their lies. So you didn't volunteer at the Cinemark. You volunteered at the Hari Temple. It's very important. It's very important because
The same way we lie, leveraging American culture to our parents, we leverage Indian
brown
culture to the
your
whites.
white people. Dude, one time we were doing this.
These are lessons, by the way, for
This is
any
beautiful.
younger South Asians listening. These are the things you have to do. Leverage the culture.
Lie, bitch.
Okay, as you lie. This is what works.
So one time we were doing this fashion show kind of thing. Like me and a couple of friends were doing this fashion show for the Mr. Plano. It's kind of like the pageant for like hot white jocks relief at the end of the year. But we wanted to get in. We're like, yo, fuck these white guys. Let's fucking do this. Let's me and a couple of good brown friends. Let's just go into this pageant and like make a mockery of it a little bit, right? So our idea.
that's gutsy because you grew up in Texas.
No, for real. So we were like, yo, fuck these white football jocks. So we do this thing where we're like, we're all gonna wear like women's clothes, like maxis and like super like nightgowns.
What's
like
a maxi?
Maxi is like one of those gowns that women sleep in.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's like one of those like with the flowery top.
Right,
and
yeah.
It's like a grandma
A
gown.
nightie. A nightie,
nightie.
we call it,
It's a
yeah.
grandma gown, right? Basically. So we wear all that. Put on makeup. We put on Gunter's "Ooh, you like my tralala, my ding ding dong." Remember that? There's a German dude who makes this fucking overtly that "Ooh, you like my tralala, my ding ding dong," right? And so we play that, and we have this fucking raunchy ass fashion show, and we do it as a dress rehearsal to like get passed for the final cut, right?
Right.
So we go into the audition, and we go do it, right? And we do this fucking crazy, fucking insane, like drag, totally disrespectful to the whole
To
thing.
everybody. It
everybody,
sounds like to anybody and everybody.
everybody, right? And then the white lady who runs it comes up to us, stops the music midway, and she's like, "What is this? What are you guys doing?" I swear to God, I'm like, "Oh, this is just an Indian custom." Bro, when I say her face went, HR.
You racist bitch.
Wow, this is during the Wali Festival of Drag. So what you just said right there, very offensive. And again, lying again, if you're gonna lie, you make them feel shitty.
Exactly.
You gotta make them feel shitty. You can't.
Now there's a term for it. It's called gaslighting.
Gaslighting.
Yeah.
You gaslight it, right?
Yeah.
And yes, we gaslit this bitch, and she was like, "Oh, I'm so sorry. Oh my god." Yeah. And it was so guilty for her that she passed us, because if she hadn't said
She's a racist.
Exactly.
She's a racist, and she's going to be on the news.
Yep.
ABC News.
Her name
NBC
was
News.
Miss Jackson.
Miss Jackson. We're sorry, Miss
Sorry,
Jackson.
Miss Exactly. I was lying. I was wearing a female L gown. The worst lie I ever got caught in was there was a rave concert.
Ooh,
A rave
big.
concert, dude, and I had to go.
It's like you mean a bowling festival?
A bowling, dude. So also the lying, it builds as years go on. So you start out in the bowling alley, then you lie at a bowling competition, and then you're going to nationals.
Yeah, you're like, I'm a professional bowler now, Mom.
Where's the money? Bowling's tough to get money. It's really tough to get exposure. So great. Actually, I would also my main lie was SAT. That would make my mom come a little bit. My mom came just a little one droplet when I would say SAT.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go study SAT with my friends. What?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. At 12
Do you need a
a.m.?
ride?
Sure. Are you right? Well,
Take the car. Take the keys.
I have to dry up first because I'm coming. But
Their first time ever
dude,
as an
I know.
Indian woman.
Sorry, Inthacop can never do. Oh shit! Oh my god, my dad's gonna watch this. I don't give a fuck, dude. Cut this out. Yeah, so I would use SAT a lot. ACT wouldn't work, because my mom thought it was an inferior test.
Yeah.
So
which it was. It was. It was.
It's actually easier. We can do a whole ACT episode, honestly. ACT is easier. So take ACT, but it's also viewed the same.
Yeah.
ACT and SAT. But the last, so it's a rave concert, and I'm going, and my dad said, you can't go, and you can't use the car. So double.
Wow.
Double whammy. You can't go, and you can't use the car. Shit. And then I got him to be like, you can go, but don't you dare use the car right now. I can't have you using the car. It's broken. And I need to take it into the inspection. Don't use the car.
Sounds like your dad was lying,
No,
too.
no. Yeah.
Like, this is adult shit. He's leveraging adult
I don't know.
shit.
Maybe he was going to go. I don't know what he was going to do. But his lie obviously trumps my lie because
of course.
He's daddy in the cup. And he was like, don't take the car. Do not take the car. Do not take the car. But my dad never is this forceful. He's a chill guy. My mom's the beater, right?
Same.
And my dad was like, don't take the car. But it was very serious, but this was real. You know a dad when he's real. So I took the car. And
that's ballsy, too.
Of course. Because he was gone for the day at some sort of expo. And he was going to come back the next day. So I could take the car without him knowing.
Right.
Took the car with my
so
boys. And I had to take the car because I had the Sienna. That's the minivan. The boys be packing the minivan.
Yeah.
It's a time for the boys.
And the Sienna is an obvious pussy magnet,
Pussy
too.
mag, dude. Take the car. Take the seats, fold them. Boom. Now you get a nice little place to ruin all your dreams and disappoint your parents. So yeah, I was in the fucking badge wag, and my boys went, and dude, it was great. Dude, it was so good.
The rave?
The rave was so good. It was Gareth Emery, I think, and he was playing some trance music. Fucking dude, oh yeah. We park in this lot. I take the car back, get all the boys home safe. Right, sick night, high five, sick night. Right. I'm feeling good.
Yeah.
I'm feeling real good.
Yeah.
Did it all. My dad called me. I said I was at the rave or I was at the place, but I took my friends. Maybe I fucked it up because I said 05 Nissan Maxima. When he said the year, we're talking about cars. But here's the thing. So what happens is next day I wake up, right? I'm feeling good, raved up, had a little cardio in me, right? I walk down, woo, triggering myself. My dad comes up and he's like, so did you take the car last night? Shit. And I'm like, no, I didn't take the car.
It's like a scary movie. This is like a scary movie right now.
But straight up, I can hear like the ESP of ass whooping. And I'm like, no, I didn't take the car. What are you talking about? You told me. So I wouldn't. Why would I take it when you said? How could I take something when you said no? That's impossible.
Yeah, that's counterfactual, Dad.
You are my dad.
You took physics, right?
You said something and I listened. That's just how the world works. That's one of the laws. And he's like, you sure you did it? And now now my dad's being a bitch because now he knows, but he gets to be one because he caught me. He won the game. So he's like,
He's toying with you.
Toying.
He's playing with you
Toys.
like a cat with the carcass of a mouse.
oh, dude, and I have no idea I'm a carcass yet.
Yeah.
I'm hanging out like a mouse, chilling, eating cheese right now. I'm like, what up, munch? And he's like, you sure you didn't take that? You sure you didn't take? Yeah, Dad, why would I? Yeah, I didn't take it. Okay. Well, then what is this? And he threw me I forgot to take out the parking validation. Because he parked in a lot. And it was there's a little card for the parking lot. I forgot to take it out of the dashboard. And it said just the exact times, exact dates. CS Central Standard Time. You know, it said this is for Intikab Siddiqui to beat your fucking son.
It was just a receipt, a voucher for an ass whooping. Good for one ass whooping.
Good for one destruction of kid. And my dad took it, and I could see the glint in his eyes. Like, listen, most people don't like hitting their kids, but sometimes when they deserve it.
It's like the most interesting. I don't always whip my kid's ass, but when I do, it's with a voucher.
Yes, that's the new Dos Equis commercial. But yeah, and he put down the voucher, and I mean, I've never been more rocked.
Yeah.
In my life, dude. My dad has one move where he would like twist my ears.
Of course.
And
Gan pakaro.
Gan pakara.
Oh man.
Pakara.
Ears, that's a big thing for Desi parents,
Yeah,
dude. They drag you by your ears. If you get in trouble when you're a little kid, they make you stand in a corner and hold your ears too.
You know those little the jewelry that goes from the nose to the ear?
Yeah.
It's the handlebar for the husband.
Exactly.
That's a handlebar for the husband.
That's terrible. That is so fucked up. It's probably true.
But yeah, I mean that was probably bro, when he got me, dude, as I was getting whooped, I'm like, you know what? This is played the game.
It was worth it. Yeah, I played the game, and I kind of broke even because I had fun last night.
Yeah.
He's having fun now.
This voucher's getting used.
Yeah.
No paper's getting wasted.
Exactly.
Environmentally friendly. That's good.
Here's the note for non-Desis who are listening to this or watching this. We love our parents.
Oh, for sure.
Is the thing.
100%.
Our parents are like...
It's Stockholm syndrome.
Yeah.
You get beat enough times, you start loving your captors.
It's. I mean, that's the thing that I have a great relationship with my parents.
Yeah,
though.
me too.
You know,
I love them to death. They did it for sure. Beat me. My mom will do this thing now where she will like downplay the beatings.
Oh,
Again,
same.
This is a different episode.
Total
But,
revisionist history.
Right, like revision. Like, I just tapped you a couple of times.
Stabbed
I tapped you a little tap here and that. Her tap is my trauma.
It's
you know what I'm saying?
It's a sound.
Badash.
There is a sound.
And it's the sound of their joy.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, the words for hitting, at least in Hindi, I don't know what it is in Bengali, but it's tapar,
Yeah, we have tapor.
chanta,
Yeah.
and these are all they sound. They're
They
onomatopoeic.
sound like the beating itself.
Tapar, it's like a whip.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
And they have a technique. It's like
Yeah.
they whoosh.
Yeah. It's a pop and release.
Exactly.
It's a pop and release. That's a different episode.
Loose wrist.
There's a whole thing.
Yeah, we'll do a tutorial on
How to
beat.
dodge.
Yeah,
How to dodge aunties. Because uncle dodging and auntie dodging is different things.
Very different.
Aunties and uncles have different forms.
Aunties chase.
Aunties chase.
Yeah.
You got to find the right bathroom.
Yeah.
A whole different story. That's a 9-hour episode.
Yeah.
But and again, I don't regret the lying. I think lying has created some of the best experiences I've ever had in my life.
It honestly has. It honestly has. And again, I think there was a point where I knew I was like, okay, I got to stop lying because I'm lying for no reason now, and this is actually corroding my entire sense of self. Like I don't know what's real anymore. Like is this a pillow? I don't know. It depends who's asking. You know, no fucking idea. So at one point I had to be like, I got to stop lying. But I do think that this experience of having to navigate something like that at a young age, as opposed to just being able to do whatever I want or be total, it allowed me to develop a very creative portion of my brain.
Because I think creativity comes from conflict a lot of times,
100%.
right? And I guess for some reason, an Indian kid or a Desi kid is so embroiled in conflict from the moment he leaves the womb. Something about Desi parenting is so antagonistic and intense.
It is. Like, it's a battle.
It's a battle.
It's a battle. We are on opposite sides of a battle line.
And women get a different way. I know women probably are 100 times better at lying than us in terms of Desis because they gotta lie for everything,
I know,
dude.
They do. And all the way into like their 20s,
dude,
like they don't have it easy.
I know
at all.
26-year-olds who like dude, they hung out with a white guy and they have to like, hey, yeah, hanging out with Dimple today. It's like fucking you can't say anything like black people forget about it. You know what I'm saying? So it's like it is so ingrained because it is necessity.
Yeah, it
And
is.
and again, that conflict breeds self-reflection, and that reflection breeds creativity. Because when you're inside yourself trying to think of ways to get out of fucking, beatings, and survival.
That's it's the mother of invention.
Right.
You know.
Right.
That's what it is.
Well, who would I be? Who would I be without these lies? I don't know.
You'd be a little bitch, actually.
I'd be a little fucking bitch.
You
dude.
know, you'd be just you wouldn't even be like a doctor or something. You would be a loser.
I would be that dumb bitch who got fired.
You know, because only a loser is not being at least a little bit adventurous in their life, right?
We had those Indians too.
Right.
We had those Indians.
No, there were. I don't want to name names.
Who were, you know who you are.
Yeah.
And,
you know who you are.
And they're not watching this because they have millions of dollars right now. And they don't have time for poor people things like watching podcasts. No. But I remember there was a couple kids that were so smart, but it was really, you see, this is the bullshit. We were all smart. They were just people who didn't fucking do shit.
Yeah, they didn't. It's like they didn't have hormones or something.
Yeah.
You know.
And they did. They would just rub it out onto their own A+ that they got on their biology test.
I don't know, or they'd start hitting themselves after. They beat themselves. It was self-inflicted.
There were some weird kids. There were some weird ass Indians, and they never lied to their parents because their parents were super strong. Like Brahmins, maybe very intense.
Right.
Because Brahmins bring that whole Brahmin shit with them.
I don't have enough Brahmin experience. Thank God. Caste is something we definitely are going to have to talk about.
Oh boy.
On this whole thing.
And also, what caste would you be? All right. Fun Facebook quiz. Right. What caste would you be? Answer these 10 questions to find out. BuzzFeed. Which caste would you be? Are you untouchable? Find the fuck out. Or are you very touchable?
How touchable are you?
Yeah. How touchable are you?
On a scale of 1 to 10. How
Ooh,
touchable?
Vulture. That's a Salon article right there.
Yeah. This is all very fucked up right now, by the way. This will probably have to be edited out.
Probably. And made louder.
Yeah, to amplify.
Edited to make louder.
With probably some motion graphics involved too. Oh man. How are you feeling about the lying thing? Do you lie today at all? What is like your basic outside of being on stage or whatever? I mean, when you're,
I did not lie today, but it's only been a couple hours.
Yeah,
plenty of time left. I don't lie that much anymore. I try to keep pretty tight.
Yeah.
But
I'm amazing at spotting somebody lying.
Oh yeah.
To this day,
right.
Always know, and you don't know how often I'm just letting people lie too, because I have the sympathy of just let them get away with it.
Right.
But it's like, I think for like American kids, when they would lie, it would just be like boasting shit. You know what I mean?
Right.
Survival oriented. It'd be like, I fucked this summer. I'm like, really? You're 11. Doubt it.
White lying is about going to a different a district or a different school and fucking all the girls there. Coming back with regaling your friends with tales.
Yeah.
Indian lying is, again, we talked about this.
Survival.
How can I be a human being?
Yeah.
Lie.
Yeah.
That's it.
And liars were always made a mockery of, too, in India. So I remember it was, I don't want to name names, but there was a family growing up near us, and they used to lie about everything. And like the whole family did from top to bottom. So the kids would lie. They'd come into school and be like, yeah, my uncle is actually the Prime Minister of India. They would say this. They would just say this,
Dude, yeah. Every Indian kid has a family member in office in India.
Right.
Yeah.
No, not every. I never lied like this.
That's what I'm saying. It's like every.
And the thing is, like, his parents were also liars, I think. Yeah. And the kid's dad and his uncle ended up going to jail because they fucking defrauded a nursing home.
Holy fuck.
Yeah.
They're Guju.
No, they're not. They're Punjabi, actually.
Holy shit.
Yeah, strangely.
Second guess. That's insane, dude.
Yeah.
That's insane.
Yeah.
I knew some Indian uncles who were very shady, and those kids never came out nice.
One of their kids ended up working for Lehman Brothers, which was responsible for like the financial collapse of this country.
It all makes sense.
It all made sense.
And his dad's name was Arjun Lehman. He's one of the brothers.
But the kids were like hardcore liars. They would lie about everything, and then they started getting into like like really low level petty crimes like
What?
shoplifting and credit card fraud and stuff. I was never really tight with them, but this
Yeah.
is the kind of stuff we would hear about.
Dude, I had a friend who was lying about random shit, like he was a ranked tennis player or something like
Yeah,
that.
that's-
and he in his college
Yeah.
he was ranked. I'm like, dude, I went to college with
But
you.
you know what?
You majored in biochemistry.
But that's another kind of Desi lying, which is like, I need to be this
Right,
good in
right.
order to satisfy
this many accolades.
Yeah, this is my whole sense of self-worth is dependent on grades and achievements like this.
Achievements,
So
right.
I have to make the shit up.
Yeah,
know?
definitely. And dude, again, I didn't have time for that because I was too busy trying. I was doing some low-level petty lying so I could hang out with my boys.
Exactly.
It was for my boys.
It was just
You know?
pleasure. I just
Pleasure.
wanted to experience fun.
Because I was a casual exceller. I knew how to do well in school
Right.
easily, you know? And so I was like, let me just do this shit and then
Yeah.
go do what I want.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
So you want to reiterate the last couple of things or like you want to just...
let's do a recap of lying and talk about. So look, there's some main salient points when it comes to lying. Okay, here's how to lie. Okay, when you're lying to your parents, okay, you leverage American culture against them.
Leverage.
Okay?
Projects.
They don't know things.
Okay, school projects.
School projects. Bowling.
Bowling is big.
Bowling.
It is so wholesome. They
Okay.
love bowling. The mall.
Exactly.
Try not using the mall because now it's been sort of done so much that the mall is now a place where people lie around
Yeah.
doing nothing. Bowling is good. It's good for the arms. They like that shit. SAT, ACT.
Yeah, studying groups.
Studying groups.
Always the way to go. Go have a good
Studying
hang.
groups is so powerful, it would work on a Friday night. That's
Yeah.
how powerful.
They'll be sad if you come home too soon.
Yes.
From a studying group.
You come home drunk from studying.
Exactly.
From just heady from all the knowledge, right? SAT was so huge for me. I use that so many times. Physics, lab. Lab is a specific word. Go specific. Go specific.
Chem lab.
Chem
was
lab.
mine, yeah.
Use shortenings because that means you're in the language. You're
Exactly.
Just saying to them as you're saying it things. Don't smile ever in front of your parents.
And wherever you're going, wherever you go, just keep something academic with you just in case as a
For sure.
possible alibi.
For sure. Also, let in your friends on the lie. Let in your friends on the lie.
Yeah.
Your friends, it's your boys. You owe them the love that, listen, we're lying.
Yeah.
Fucking.
Well, you got to keep the story straight. You got to
Story
you have to
straight.
create a whole universe
because
that's believable.
You don't know, but every Indian auntie has all the Indian auntie phone numbers. You don't know when they
Exactly.
talked.
Exactly.
You don't know when they fucking.
Everyone's got to get in on the lie. I mean, the other thing is when you get older and you're a teenager and you want to go to an all-night party, at that point you have to start saying, no, I'm sleeping
how I-
over
that's
at
how-
one guy's house.
That's how I know you're old because you call it an all-night party.
Whatever.
When you're doing an all-night party gathering,
What do you call it?
rager,
A what?
a rager.
Whatever, dude. You called it ragers then too. You know, saying what it's something that requires being out overnight.
When you're doing a
Joe, we're gonna need you to edit this.
we're gonna
out.
do a when you're doing a PM get together,
Yeah.
as we called it back in my day,
a shindig,
a groovy hang,
a boy girls party.
co-ed situation.
Um,
Yes. What was the point again? Before I started shitting on you.
you have to look. We're gonna start over. Okay. If you're going to an all-night party, a rager.
Yes.
Okay. You got to tell, if you're a guy, you got to tell your parents, I'm going over to sleep over at one male friend's house.
Yes. And that's any male friend's house.
Yeah.
The male friend who gets the highest grades.
Yeah, exactly.
Don't say you're going to Praju's house and he's the fucking guy that every auntie knows is the weed dealer.
Yeah,
okay?
exactly.
Nobody wants to go to the weed dealer's house.
Yeah.
And Monty is going to be safe or happy when you're going to fucking Praju's house. Right?
Right.
That's his real name, the guy. So there's one kid in every Indian guy's group where all the aunties hate collectively because they think he's the reason for all their fucking other son's problems.
Yeah, that was me.
That was you?
That was me.
You were the Praju?
I was the bad boy.
So
I
he-
was the first bad Indian
Okay,
in America.
so ours was Praju. He was Telugu. Watch out for the Telugus, man. And he was our bad boy of the group. So you never said Praju. He was always there with us, but he was never the guy's house we were going to.
Yeah.
But he always was.
Until I was like 21, they would still just call me naughty. Too. He's still naughty.
But all the aunties kind of liked it too. It's like, ooh,
Yeah, of
who's
course,
that?
of
Huh?
course, yeah.
Who's that firebrand?
He's not a pussy like my son is.
Or my husband, Vijay.
So look,
Every pussy husband's named Vijay, by the way.
leverage American culture, bowling, studying, single friend sleepovers.
Bowling is its own point.
Yes, exactly.
Bowling.
It's just
point
an
number
innocuous
2.
activity that will
Bowling.
account for smelling like smoke or
Yes.
beer or whatever.
Yes, yes.
And when you're lying to American teachers, you leverage Indian culture against them.
Yes.
Okay? You make people feel
Religious.
stupid.
Make it religious.
Yeah.
It's
Make
religious.
it
thing.
religious. Yeah.
the religious.
Make it cultural.
In Hinduism, we cheat on papers. That's how
Right.
we do it. And they're like, well, if that's how they do it, if that's how Vishnu wanted it.
And in Islam, we bomb on tests.
Oh! Yo, we need a 3-angle shot of that. Bomb on tests. One for each word, dude. Definitely, and it's gonna really help you out. And play defenseless. Don't be confident when you're lying.
Yeah.
This is something
To the
you're
Americans.
forced to do.
Yeah.
You're forced to go bull. This is a painful thing for you to hang
Right.
out with your friends.
Right.
Or not hang out with them, but to do these things.
Yeah.
To do SAT. You're not happy about this.
Yeah.
You know?
Fuck, Mom. I got to spend 3 days studying for the SAT.
Oh, beta, no, wait.
I don't want to go.
Okay, beta.
Mamu, don't
Beta,
make me
Beta,
go.
you have to go. It's for the school. Do you want to be doctor like your father?
Okay, fine. I'll go.
Beta, thank you. You want some food?
I just need some bottled water.
Okay. Here you go. My best son. Can't you see how Pranav
I
doing?
need to pay the tutor too.
The tutor too?
Tutor too.
The tutor too?
Yeah, and then you drop $50 in your pocket.
Bro. And a couple rupees too.
Couple rupees too for good
You
measure.
end up in India.
Your mango bay.
Mango bang, mango bang, mango pow pow. Mango, 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 mango.
Bay.